Hello, children. You are welcome once again to your favorite subject, mathematics. And this time we say numeracy. They are the same. Do you remember? Yes, you can either say mathematics or numeracy. We are still on 2D shapes. And today, the aspect under 2D shapes is regular and irregular 2D shapes. Regular and irregular 2D shapes. Very good. Now, what we have in mind about this lesson is that when you pay attention attentively, at the end, we should be able to explain what are regular and irregular 2D shapes. We should be in a position to state the types of regular and irregular 2D shapes, and also we must be able to give examples of each regular and irregular 2D shapes. Very good. So you pay attention well, and at the end you have to be able to deliver these 3 facts. Last time we met, I hope you still keep in memory that sides are edges of a figure, and vertices are where 2 sides of an object meet. Very good. Let's come to today's aspect. Regular polygons. Regular polygons. Now, what are regular polygons, or what is a regular polygon? When the sides of a shape like a polygon are equal, it is called regular polygon. I repeat, when the sides of a shape like a polygon are equal, it is called a regular polygon. Meaning, when you have a figure there and you count the sizes, and you see that the length of every size of that figure, each length is the same as the other length of the size, then you say yes, it is regular polygon. Now, let's compare that with irregular polygon before we go to some diagrams to compare the two. So let's pause here and go to irregular polygons. What are irregular polygons? For example, when the size of a shape like a polygon are not equal, it is called an irregular polygon. It means the sizes are not the same. The length of the sizes are not the same. So they are not regular. And in mathematics, when something is not regular, we say it is irregular. Very good. Now, let's go further more with some diagrams. Good. We have 2 diagrams here on the screen. One, as it is shown, is written rectangle, and the other square. Look at the rectangle. Now, look at the sides. Do you think the sides are the same? Okay, let's all go about it. Now, look at the pointer from here. And we move on and on and on until we end up at the last point of it. Look at the length we have covered. Now we are covering another length from here, moving down to this side. Now, when you consider the 2 distances covered, the first distance or the first length and the second length, you can see that the first length is very long and the second length is short. So you can see the first length is longer than the second length. Now let's go down there. You can see from here moving to the other end, and then moving upward to where we started our movement. You can see that this side too is shorter than this side. Now, with this visual impression, or what we have seen on the screen, we can see that, or deduce that, one side is longer than the other side. And in mathematics, even if only one side is different from other sides, we say that no, that figure is irregular. Now let's go to the other shape. Look at the square. Now look at this side. From where the two sides are meeting, look at the pointer moving to this side, and then from this side you move on to the other side, then following to this side and back to where we started our movement. Now, considering the square, you can see that all the distances we were covering, every side is the same as the other side, and so on until we came back to our original starting point. Very good. Then you can deduce that the square has equal sizes, which are 4. So in mathematics, when a figure like square has equal sizes, we say that it is what? A regular shape, or regular polygon, or it is a regular 2D shape, because it has only 2 dimensions, the length and the breadth. Very good. Now, I hope you can now do it your own. Okay, let's look at the shapes here. We are going to work out with it. Now, which of the following figures has regular shape? The first figure is rectangle. Good. Look at the shape. The second figure is a square. Good. Now, the third figure is what? Look at it. Isosceles triangle. And the last figure, which is the fourth one, is pentagon. Very good. When you consider the 4, you can see that, let's start with the pentagon. The way it is drawn on the screen shows that this side and this side, which is the adjacent 2 sides up, are the same but shorter than the down 2 sides. And the baseline is very, very short, so that one is the shortest. When you come to isosceles triangle, the baseline is the shortest among the other 2. And when you come to the square, you can see that all the sizes are equal. When you come to the rectangle, you can see that the 2 opposite sides are longer than the adjacent sides, which are shorter. Very good. Comparing the 4. Now, when you consider the 4, what do you say? Which one is the regular one? Is it rectangle? Is it isosceles triangle? Is it the pentagon? Or the square? From what you have learned, I hope you all said square, and that is correct. It is the square. Very good. Now you can know when the sides are equal, it is regular polygon. When the sides are not equal, or even if one side is different from the other side, we say it is irregular. Very good. Now, I hope you have understood it. Which means now, whenever somebody asks you, you will note and keep it in memory and deduce, telling the person that regular 2D shapes are polygons with the same size and the same corners. And here corners are also angles. Whereas irregular 2D shapes are polygons without the same size and corners. Thank you very much. Let's try more examples in the quiz. I hope you have understood. This is very simple, I hope you have got everything, Thank you all. Goodbye for now until the next lesson.